Hi, this is Dr. Tiffany Manuel, founder and CEO of The Case Made. And I just wanted to take a moment to welcome you to the 2019 Catalyst Casemaking Workshops. Thanks to the leadership of Rethink Health and the Ripple Foundation, as well as the generous financial support from many of the Catalyst organizations who are going to be participating in the workshops, we will have the better part of several months to really dive deeply into this issue of case making, about how we engage people more deeply in some tough, sometimes challenging systems change efforts, and how to do that in a way that bends toward equity, and how to do that in a way that is really inclusive. So I want to just first say a little bit about what case making is, so we're all excited and ready to go when we get on the webinar in just a few weeks. You know, when people think about case making, they really think it's mostly about communications. They think that if we just get our message right, if we just kind of tell the right story, if we just have the right narrative, or if we shift the narrative in some way, shape, or form, then we'll get people to embrace the kind of deep systems change work that we know is necessary in our communities. And what I'll say about that is, to some extent, the answer to that is yes. Communications is a huge part of, I think, one of the challenges of case making, one of the opportunities. So we're going to talk a lot about communications, about narratives, and how narrative functions to kind of help people think differently about issues, or to keep people from thinking differently about issues in a way that might help our work. But narrative and framing and communications is only one piece of case making. Case making really is bigger than that. It's about how do you help people see their stake in your success, and this is in the success of the efforts to really build a more thoughtful set of systems to manage the care of our communities. It's about how do you help people have a sense of belonging to a larger effort that's bigger than themselves. How do you help people see systems when they don't engage in that conversation on a day-to-day basis? How do you help even folks who are in the system, right, to see their stake in blending some of those sort of public-private partnerships together, or rethinking some of those partnerships? That takes a lot more than just messaging and communications. And over the next several months, we're going to be talking about what does it take, and the art and science of being able to do that. So I hope I don't have to, I hope this needs no introduction by the way of thinking about why this is so important. But I will say that, you know, we are starting 2019 in quite a moment, you know, at the moment with the government shutdown and strikes in various places, parts of the country around a number of different issues. And just, you know, I think a moment when the public confidence in all kinds of institutions, whether they be public, private, or nonprofit, is probably at an all-time low. I think this is really a moment to step back and to rethink about how we're engaging folks, right? Not just average everyday folks, average everyday Americans, but also our community stakeholders. How are we engaging each other in a conversation that builds the will to move something forward, that builds people's sense of possibility, their agency, and their efficacy? That takes a larger effort, and it really takes us being thoughtful about how to do that. So that's exactly what we're going to be up to over the next couple of months. I hope you are excited as I am. The first part of our work begins January 31st in a webinar where we're really going to start and kick off this conversation, and going to have several months of working together, learning from each other, learning about what's working in various parts of the country, learning about who's doing this well, challenging our colleagues to build a sort of stronger case-making practice in their organizations. And again, I hope that you're as excited as I am. And so we'll see you soon, January 31st, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll see you there. Bye-bye.